Hey, where we at right now? Where we at, man?
I'm trying to get your
So man, I want to roll through. Look, bro, let me let everybody in here, man. Everybody come by. I ain't going that no. I got you though. You know, we look. It's in the you know, Greg, you know, Greg? Damn, my microphone strong.
First off, I want to say there's stuff I know about Errol Spence's future in boxing that I have sworn to secrecy and I just can't mention. It's not that for sure it's going to happen, but these are the things that I've been hearing, and you know, I just really can't say anything. And it didn't surprise me to see video of him hitting the mitts and working out. If you look at his physique, you can tell he's been working out. My assessment of his mitt work right now, he looks rusty, as he should. He looks rusty. Looks like he's pushed his punches a little bit. He always kind of pushed his jab though. But looks like he's taking the light, probably warming up. You're not going to see everything he's doing. His physique, his body looks well conditioned. He looks healthy, right? I'm happy he took some time off after Terrence Crawford. That shit was crazy. I mean, you know, he had the accident, then he came back and fought Danny Swift Garcia, then he was gone for a while. He fought Ugas. I think he had like another accident. Then he had a detached retina when he was going to fight Manny Pacquiao, and then fought Terrence Crawford and that shit. So really, he should have taken some time off, not just to reassess what he's going to do in his career, but to also get some rest.
And what if this comeback changes everything? Errol Spence Jr. is finally stepping back into the spotlight after a long break, and the challenge is immediate. He's set to face Tim Tszyu. After his last bout with Terrence Crawford in 2023, many wondered what was next. Now, with a move to super welterweight and a fight scheduled in Australia, this marks a new chapter in Spence's career. Return is exciting, but it also raises questions. Time away from the ring can affect timing and sharpness, and moving up in weight adds another layer of challenge. Still, recent training clips and work alongside Roy Jones Jr. suggest that Spence is focused and preparing seriously. Jones has also shared confidence in Spence's ability to compete.
Now, we got another fight that just got announced, Thurman Fundora, end of March. Good fight. You worked a little bit with Spence out here. Always whispers about him coming back. Can he compete against those guys at this point?
He can definitely compete against those guys because one time he was about the same age as him, I think, or close to it, maybe a little older than him. And one time he's been off for a long time as well. He's had a lot of gaps in his career, so he could definitely compete one time. One time he's a good fighter. Fundora is a freak of nature, totally different set of rules to climb. Fundora is definitely not the easiest package of that group because he's so tall at 154. So he'll be the one I would say least likely to challenge. But at the same time, Earl is so good at what he does. Earl get himself back to being Errol Spence. He's gonna be a problem for both of them.
Are you still working with him, Roy?
I mean, you know, my door is always open. So I open a gym here in Dallas. I couldn't tell nobody to come through that door that I won't work with them. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm always open to give advice, open to be there for whatever I can be there for. I'm not telling nobody I want to train nobody, but if they do want to work with me, I'm right here. You feel me? So it's like, I'm open to work with whoever I got to work with. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like God gave me so many gifts that if I don't share them with the world, then I'm being wrong. So if somebody came to me and asked me, hey, you think you can do anything? I said, let me look at you. Come in the gym, let me see. If you work out, you work good enough, I think we can add to you, sure. I don't think we can add to you. I'm gonna be like, no, I don't think I can really help. I don't think I can do that. If I can't do nothing, I'm not gonna lie and say I can. So
This matchup won't be easy. Facing a high-level opponent without a tune-up fight is a bold move, and competing overseas brings additional pressure. Even so, Spence appears determined to test himself at this level and make the most of the opportunity.
It's disrespectful to one of the great American fighters of his generation, one of the superstars in the sport of boxing. The highly anticipated ring return of former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion, now junior middleweight title contender, superstar boxer. One point in time was one of the top 3 sellers in all of boxing. Making his ring return after 3 years. Errol "The Truth" Spence Jr. 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. Errol Spence Jr. is going to take on former WBO junior middleweight, son of a legend, Australian superstar boxer in Australia, Tim Tszyu. 27 wins, 3 losses, no draw. 18 wins by way of knockout. Twice in his career, he's been knocked out. July 26th, it's being reported that Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu are going to face off against each other. But more importantly, the location is disrespectful. But I told you, the Premier Boxing Champions, better known as PBC, does not have a budget. This is going to be promoted by Tim Tszyu's team. Let me say it to y'all again. This is going to be promoted by Tim Tszyu's team. And they're going to do it in Australia. The highly anticipated ring return. Now, Errol Spence is a dog, and I'm pretty sure he's not too fond of going to Australia. He went to the UK and beat Kell Brook for his first title opportunity and took the IBF title and stopped Kell Brook. But Errol Spence having the anticipation to see Errol Spence back in the ring. We haven't seen him since July 2023 when he took the first loss of his career in dramatic fashion to Terrence Bud Crawford, who is the greatest fighter.
From a business standpoint, the event is being driven by Tszyu's side, which explains the location and overall setup. In boxing, these decisions often come down to timing, promotion, and market strategy now. The focus turns to the fight itself, where both fighters have something important to prove.
But guess what? PBC don't have the funds. And Tim Tszyu, of course, is going to want it to be in Australia. Of course, Tim Tszyu going to want it to be in Australia. I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted. The return of Errol Spence could be in Australia. How many American fans you think is going to Australia to watch that fight to support Errol Spence? That's further than the UK. How many people you think going all the way to Australia? How many American media is going to Australia? We anticipate the return of Errol Spence Jr. And we're going to see his first fight back after 3 years in Australia. Of course, Tim Tszyu wants it there. He wants an advantage. Bro, this is ugly. Errol Spence is with Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields is in Houston, Texas. Why is it this fight in Texas? I'll tell you why. Because PBC don't got the bread. They have a distribution deal with Amazon Prime. They have no budget. Hey, man, I'm disgusted, man. I'm gone, man. Hopefully, Errol Spence push back and say, listen, man, this fight got to be in Texas. Hopefully, he push back because guess what? The reality is he don't even need to fight Tim Tszyu. He could fight anybody at this point, and it's going to sell. That's the reality. He don't do tune-ups. He could fight other names, and it's going to sell. It's going to sell.